Hello students, today we discuss about the our chapter that is the molecular basis of inheritance. In previous lectures, we are just searching about all those experiments scientists done there, and they are about this DNA. All the three experiments they done to know what is that, and what that is the DNA. What do you call that DNA? DNA is a genetic material, right? And that genetic material is the now in this lecture we deal about the DNA packaging. Then one question is arise in your mind: what is DNA packaging and why it need? And first thing is in mammals, length of double helical, that is double helical DNA is 2.2 micrometer, 2.2 meter. Okay. This 2.2 micrometer, the length of double helical DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. Then approximate size of a typical nucleus is 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Okay. Then another question is arise in your mind, that is, sir, you told about the length of DNA, then size of a typical nucleus. Then first, what about where these all those characters are present? Here, for example, we take this is a cell. What is this? This is a cell. Inside the cell, we found a nucleus. Inside the nucleus, we found what we found inside the nucleus. We found this chromatin or chromosome, chromatin network, or we can call chromosome, right? Then and what is this? This is a cell. This is a particular cell. Inside the cell, and what is the cell? Cell is a basic fundamental unit of life. From this, there is a arrival of a new era, or a arrival of a new generation, right? Then this is the cell. Inside the cell, we found nucleus, okay? Or inside the nucleus, we found chromatin network or chromosome. Okay. Then this chromosome is, what is this chromosome? This chromosome is a colored genetic material. Okay. What is this? Colored genetic material. What is that? This is this chromosome. Color genetic material, because this genetic material and chromosome, what is the role of chromosome? That they are transferring genetic character from generation to generation. And which character? Eye color, hair color, skin color. This is that colors, that color are present inside the genetic material in the form of chromosome. Then this chromosome also called as, this is also called as nucleic acid, because this is present inside the nucleus, right? In nucleic acid we found a nucleotide, and in nucleotide we found five types of nucleotides. Five types of nucleotide, that is adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil, and thymine. These are the nucleic acid. And what are nucleic acid? They are nitrogen bases. They are the nitrogen bases. Due to that nitrogen bases, their adenine, guanine, and cytosine and uracil, they are arranged very systematically, and they are arranged systematically in our double helical structure, right? Then one question is arises in your mind, that is, what is nucleic acid? Nucleic acid having two types, that is DNA and RNA. This is acid. This is deoxyribonucleic acid. This is ribonucleic acid. These are the these are the nucleic acid. Okay. Then about the DNA structure, or about the nucleus. The size of nucleus I have already told you, that is 10 raised to power -6. Right? Then how DNA, in that question is arise in your mind, that is how small nucleus, inside the small nucleus, how DNA can pack, maybe how DNA can pack. For that DNA required to condense or to coiled or super coiled, and then DNA can fit inside the small nucleus, right? And again, when we're talking about the eukaryote and prokaryote nucleus, eukaryotes means, in previous lecture I told you, you means true, karyotes mean nucleus. True nucleus is present inside the cell. That cell is called a eukaryotic cell. And another is prokaryotic cell. Pro means primitive form of nucleus. Because that nuclear membrane is absent there, that's why we call it as a prokaryotic cell. Okay? And eukaryotic DNA are straight. They are also present in double helical structure, and in bacteria, in prokaryotes, the nucleus is absent, nucleus is absent, nucleolus is also absent, and they are observed in bacteria. Okay, this is about the DNA, and inside that eukaryotic cell we found, inside the, and we told about the, and now our next point is packaging in prokaryotes. Packaging in prokaryotes. Then what is prokaryotes? Prokaryotes are those which doesn't having a prominent nucleus. It doesn't have prominent nucleus here. Then this chromatic network is also not bounded by this nuclear membrane. That's why this is a prokaryon. Pro is primitive form. Karyon means nucleus. In those cells, that is a primitive form of nucleus is present. Thus, that cell is called as prokaryotic cell. And inside that prokaryotic cell, we know about the DNA packaging. What do you know about the DNA packaging in prokaryotes? How the DNA are packed inside the nucleus. And already I told you that inside the length of that nucleus, or the length of that DNA is very large than in compared to nucleus. But here is a nucleolus is absent. That's why these prokaryotes, the thread of nucleus, the thread of chromatin material, they are present, but the nuclear membrane is present like this. Understood? Then in bacteria cell are almost 2 to 3 micron, 2 to 3 micron or micrometer in long. Then they don't have a well organized nucleus. I already told you they don't have a well organized nucleus. They are without nuclear membrane and nucleolus. They are without nuclear membrane and nucleolus. Nucleoli is small, circular, highly folded naked ring of DNA which is 1100 micrometer long in diameter. Right? Here 1100 mu. Right? And they are what? They are small, circular, highly folded, naked. Naked means they doesn't having this kind of structure. That's why we call it as a naked ring of DNA which is 100 mu long in diameter, perimeter. Then we have 1100 micron DNA in a 2 meter nucleoid. The circular folded DNA fold into 350 micron, that is reduced in size. Here if our DNA present, if our DNA is inside the prokaryotic cell, our DNA is present like this. Normal DNA is a long or circular structure, and that DNA having 100 micron. To fit inside the nuclear membrane, or to fit inside the nucleolus, for that DNA required to, or that chromatin material required to convert into that circular, here we found the circular unifolded chromosome. That chromosome is circular and unifolded. That here we found 350 micron, that reduced to 350 micron. Then again, this is not sufficient to adjust inside the that cell, prokaryotic cell. For that, what that chromosome or the chromatin material do, that chromatin material, that what they do, they fold chromosomes, actually 40 to 50 loops. Here is not possible to draw 40 to 50 loops. This is a diagrammatic representation, but you know that these 40 to 50 loops, these chromosomes or this chromatin material, they are when they are in the form of circular and unfolded, their size is 350. Then when, but this is not sufficient. For that they do a folding. Number of folds are formed, the chromosomes form a number of folds and they form a 40 to 50 loops there. Because of that, what happened here, there is a 30 micron. The size is reduced to 30 micron here. Here we observe, then his side. Then again, supercoiling, again what happened? Supercoiled folded chromosomes are takes place. The chromosome, they are again supercoiled. Supercoiled, what is meant by supercoiled and how they do the supercoil? Here on these loops, each loop, or we call it a domain, each loop, they independently supercoil there. What they do? They on this loop, they are independently supercoiled there. Okay? That's why what happened due to this supercoiling, the diameter of that the diameter is reduced. Diameter of this chromatin network or chromosome is reduced to 2 mu. Okay, here 2 microns. Here, listen carefully. 1100, then 350, then 30 micron and 2 microns. How this happened? Because of the folding of chromosome, because of the supercoiled folding of chromosome. And what they do? They do loops. They form the loops, independently form the supercoiled loops at here. Then here we found a partially uncoiled chromosome. Partially uncoiled chromosome. What is that partially uncoiled chromosome? Here, one thing is I want to tell you that here we found certain characters is present, and that are the DNA. That are the DNA is present there. They are interlinked to each other, right? In presence of this RNA. How this RNA is formed? How the RNA is formed due to the DNA. RNA is formed from the DNA. Okay. Then here a next step is the partially uncoiled chromosome. The chromosomes are partially uncoiled. Here, this formation of independence loop. Here, this is partial. The loops are absent there. These loops are present there. The loops are absent here. And here, the nucleus is also absent. Here, we found nucleus is present. Loops are also present. And here in partially unfold chromosome. Unfold means there is a RNA cleavages takes place. RNA cleavages takes place. That is the breaking of DNA. Here I am told you that here is presence of DNA. When that cleavages, that partially unfolding of chromosome takes place, due to that, what happened? The DNA is breakdown. Okay. Then this partially opening, this is a partially unfolding chromosome. They are RNA cleaved. What is called? We call it as RNA cleaved, and that converting that breaks the DNA. And after that, they are partially lineage and digestion, and here there are partially RNAs, they are in takes place in the process of digestion. Then one thing is, because of that, these are number of folded, it is folded into 30 mu in diameter, hence 4 to 50 loops or domains is formed by the RNA connectors, right? Further, these domain supercoiled, okay, these domain, they are supercoiled and reduced into 2 micrometer in diameter. Then about how they are bounded to each other, how they are mixed to bound to each other, what type of material is bound them to each other with each other, and that is HU. And what is HU? H is histone protein. What is that? Histone protein. That histone protein is act as a binding material. Binding to whom? Binding to these chromosomes. Binding to whom? These RNAs and these DNA. They are bound to each other. And then again, one topoisomer 1 maintain the supercoiled. This topoisomer, what did the topoisomer do? That maintain this supercoiled folding. This is also one form of binding protein. What is that? Two proteins are HU, that is histone protein, and topoisomer. These two are maintain a supercoiled, and all these things are observed in E. coli bacteria. Where they are observed in E. coli bacteria, that is Escherichia coli, Escherichia bacteria. Inside that Escherichia bacteria, all these activities are observed by the scientists, and this is all about the packaging in prokaryotic cells. Okay. Thank you.